morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is your reading for Friday, January 31st, 2025. Last day of the month. My goodness. And how perfect that the moon's in Pisces, being that that's the last of the zodiac signs. So we're really completing. There's maybe a double form of completion. And later on tonight, so 8:09 p.m., somewhere in there, sometimes these ephemerises are off, and I haven't looked in my astrology program, but 8:09 p.m., the moon conjuncts Saturn. Saturn is, kind of a, time-space continuum completion card anyway. So, what do you guys need to know? What is the most important thing to know today? What would help you guys the most? Right there. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles is our theme for the day, and then we have the Four of Cups coming through reversed. So it's not a bad way to get that card in the evening, as long as you're not drinking too much. Kind of with all the cups, kind of have to worry about that sometimes. Or drinking the wrong things, I suppose I should say. Drink tons of water, that's the way to go. But not too late, because then you'll be up trying to go all day, or all night, I'm sorry. Yeah, so there's a good argument right there just for getting enough water in during the daytime that, nighttime, you're not going to be so thirsty. And if you do drink some of the wrong things, at least you'll be hydrated. Okay, with our theme being the Nine of Pentacles, this is our card for enjoying all the little things that we have and all of the big things that we have and focusing on everything that we have because that helps it to grow. We can see the symbology of the discs and the little baby snail down here, reminding us to go slow and smell the roses. The nines are, this is pretty much complete. The Ten of Pentacles is like massive, but this is luxury. This is comfort. You're in your own garden. There's a wall behind you where you have safety. So whether it's just the garden of your apartment and you're in your one room with one little plant that you love, maybe you're maybe you have a beautiful studio apartment and you enjoy all the little things that you have around you, because we can all, we can always place little crystals, mementos, photographs, all those things that bring us joy, that when we look at them, we have a little bit of a perk of happiness. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about that, because we're talking physical remnants, with the physical realm, the pentacles representing everything in the physical realm. And for the most part, this card is about being really, really grateful for everything that you have. So, yeah, I don't really think I need to add to that. Okay, in the morning, you might be feeling a little confined, maybe just a little stiff, and you have to remind yourself to stretch before you move around too much. And I especially am wondering about like the hands, because we can't see the hands here, and maybe it's a good thing to incorporate hand exercises in to prevent arthritis and different issues with the hands. But usually with the Eight of Swords, we're in that realm of mental constraints, self-imposed prisons and restrictions of our mind, and maybe we're feeling a little isolated because here's the castle back here, and maybe she got kicked out for saying something about the king or the lord or whatever. It's like right on for her, but we can't really say that she's, I mean, we can't tell that her feet are bound. We can't even really see if her hands are bound. They're just behind her back and she's looking down. But maybe it's more about getting out of the imprisonment of our false beliefs. Maybe there's 8 different ways that we could look at a false belief and ask ourselves, is it true? Especially when it comes to abundance. Because if you put yourself outside of this, you know, the wall and the bliss and the luxury and the abundance that you really have, then you keep yourself in that realm of wanting it. Now, it's just mental. It's not real. But if you're wanting all the time, you just get more wanting. The way to have is to go into your having. That's how it works, right? As within, so without. Yeah. So, and to stay over here is dualistic, you know, and that's the major thing that we're always trying to work through. Because if we're in the, if I don't have that, or if I don't have this, then I'm not whatever. And then that just keeps us in a trap. The key is to always, you know, be with the and. Like, maybe I don't have a big garden, but that doesn't mean anything about me. You know, we don't judge ourselves based on the things that we have. So, yeah. Okay, let's go with the 4 of Cups. Now, when this card comes through upright, I tend to look at it as, you know, missing something that you could be receiving. When it comes through reversed, with this, especially with this combination here, you might just be bored. And to stay in the mental realm, well, that's what this is, with the spiritual side of it, to stay in the mental realm, you will get bored because it is boring. We only feel, or we only have those peak experiences when we open up to our feelings. And to do that, you know how the swords and the wands go together well because they're fire and air. The cups and the pentacles go together well because, you know, they're water and earth. That's just the way it goes. Like, you know, water flows along the earth. So anyway, everybody knows that ideas are great. False beliefs are limiting, which is what the restriction is here in the 8 of Swords. But if we don't get into feeling all of what it is that we're manifesting, right? Because we're just coming out of the new moon, so maybe we didn't get what we wanted yet, and maybe we're thinking we're you know, our brains aren't working right, or we're not doing something right. Maybe we're in self-judgment. That's just not a good place to go. And then here we are with the 4 of Cups, because if we stay in this for too long, then we will miss opportunities. And remember, the opportunity is always to go back and look for all the little things that you are grateful for. And you can write them down if you want. You know, it's not a bad thing to journal. And then when you're having those moments of feeling down, then you can look at your journal and remind yourself. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then you can add to it. So, but anyway, 4 of Cups reversed. When it's upright, it is about meditation, and you might miss something, but you have to just keep going higher. You have to look up and notice something else is being offered to you instead of focusing on what you have. Because this is the card of not really wanting what's being offered. When it's reversed, it's even worse because, and it can be, you know, about apathy. But when it's reversed, it is really definitely about apathy and missing opportunities because there's boredom. And you're not, you know, you got to get out of your head to get out of the boredom. If you're feeling, you're not bored. Just remember that. If your feeling body is active, you're not going to be bored. So, okay, well, that's all I have. Happy Friday. Take good care as always. Bye.